Best cloud storage used to mean whatever big tech bundles with your email. Google, Microsoft, Apple, they make cloud storage easy. Too bad that privacy's never been a feature of their business model. So in this video, I'm breaking down the best cloud storage 2026 options the way you actually need it to be. Secure cloud storage providers side by side, what they all have in common, and what makes each one the best in its own lane. All right, for this cloud storage review, I'm only comparing 4 providers: Proton Drive, Internxt, Tresorit, and Total Drive. Different vibes, different strengths, but they all meet the minimum requirements for encrypted cloud storage that's actually worth talking about in 2026. So before we get into what makes each one special, here's what all 4 have in common. And yes, if a provider didn't tick all these boxes, it didn't even make it into this video. First and foremost, all have end-to-end encryption or client-side encryption. In plain English, this means that your files get encrypted before they leave your device. So what's uploaded to the cloud isn't even a readable version of your file. It's the locked version. And that matters because it changes the baseline risk. If someone intercepts the upload or if a server gets compromised, the thing sitting on the other end is still encrypted data, not your vacation photos or your tax documents in plain view. You're basically turning your files into scrambled text first, and only then sending them to be stored and synced. The practical benefit here is simple. You get the convenience of cloud access across your devices, but your content isn't just floating around in a readable format by default. The second common feature is sync and cloud access. All 4 providers work across devices, so you can upload on your laptop, open it on your phone, and access it from wherever you are without playing file transfer gymnastics. And the last common attribute is secure sharing. You can share files without losing control, like by using secure links and keeping sharing permissions tighter than just saying, here's a public link, good luck. Now, if those baseline features are already enough for you and you just want a secure place to dump your files without big tech getting in your business, I've got the best up-to-date deal links for all 4 providers in the description, and they're also reachable via the QR code that you see right now on screen. But if you're still trying to figure out which one is the right fit for things like privacy ecosystem, hardcore security architecture, business compliance, or if you're just looking for ones to just give me a ton of storage for cheap, let's break down which makes each of these providers different. Kicking off this section with a short Proton Drive review, my take here is that this is the pick for people who want an all-in-one privacy ecosystem, not just a place to dump files. Proton Drive provides an integrated encrypted ecosystem. It isn't trying to be just storage. It plugs into the whole Proton suite. Mail, calendar, pass, VPN under one privacy-first account. So if you're already living in the Proton universe, Drive fits in like it's supposed to be there. Moving on, yes, we've got another Swiss provider on this list, but Proton for their part leans hard into transparency. They say their apps are open source and independently audited, which means the encryption design can be publicly inspected instead of being 100% just trust us, bro. Also, Proton states the company was started by scientists who met at CERN, which is a very specific origin story for a cloud security app. And I, for one, respect the drama. Also, Proton Drive checks the authenticity of files via digital signatures. This is a genuinely nerdy feature that I personally love. Proton Drive uses OpenPGP digital signatures to help you verify a file is authentic and hasn't been tampered with. Proton explains it like this. Your device creates a signature when you upload, and when you download later, the app verifies that signature. If the file changed even slightly, the signatures won't match, so it can detect when there's been tampering instead of quietly handing you a compromised file. And the cherry on top, there's anti-censorship access. For example, Proton also has alternative routing, which is basically a way to keep your Proton services reachable if an ISP or government blocks direct connections. It's not a daily use feature for most people, but it matters a lot if you travel or live somewhere where censorship is a real thing. So yeah, if you want cloud storage that's part of a bigger privacy toolkit, Proton Drive is the most ecosystem-like pick on this list. If Proton Drive's the lane you want to take, I've got the current best deal link in the description, and you can scan the QR code on screen as well. Next up, a short Internxt review and my take on it. Well, this is the one for privacy maximalists and subscription minimalists. It's for those wanting a sovereignty over polish option. Open source vibes, zero knowledge positioning, and a very strong buy it once and move on mindset. The headline feature here is the lifetime plans. Internxt straight up sells one-time payment tiers. So instead of signing up for yet another monthly bill, you pay once and keep on using it long term. Yeah, it can look pricey at first glance, but that's the wrong way to look at it. You're comparing a single payment to years of subscription fees. And if you want to make that initial math hurt less, the best deals are usually through the link in the description, where discounts can cut that lifetime price down a lot. Now, the security architecture here is also a little different from the usual your file sits on one server idea. Internxt explains that your files are encrypted on your device, then broken into pieces or encrypted shards, and distributed across multiple servers in their network. The point is, no single server holds the whole file, which can improve resilience against single-point failures and make the whole one server breach equals everything is exposed a lot less likely. And then there's the future-proofing angle. Internxt says it uses post-quantum cryptography with Kyber 512 alongside AES 256, which is basically them betting on encryption that's meant to hold up even if quantum gets more real in the future. Do most people need to care about that today? Maybe not, but if you're the kind of person who's stored sensitive stuff for years, quantum's rollout is probably exactly when you'll start caring. They also push a sustainability story. Internxt claims their data centers run on a high renewable energy factor, and they publish a green cloud computing page with numbers like 92% renewables plus climate neutral goals. And finally, Internxt is weirdly friendly to power users. They support WebDAV through their CLI tool, which is handy if you want deeper integrations beyond just use the app. So yeah, that's my takeaway. If you want a clean mainstream collaboration suite, this might feel a bit utilitarian. But if you want a privacy-first vault and a one-time payment option, Internxt is the strongest buy-it-once pick on this list. If Internxt sounds like your lane, check the link in the description for the current lifetime deal pricing and discounts, because those numbers move around a lot. All right, let's pivot to my Tresorit review. My take here is pretty simple. This is the professional client-facing work option. If you're handling sensitive files for a business, working with clients, or if you're in one of those compliance-heavy environments where just send a link is not an acceptable security strategy, Tresorit is built for that world. Tresorit leans hard into enterprise-grade compliance and controls. They promote ISO 27001 certification, including the newer ISO IEC 27001-2022 standard. They also offer HIPAA support by signing a business associate agreement for eligible business customers, which is the kind of thing that healthcare and regulated industries actually need on paper, not just "we take security seriously" vibes. Where Tresorit really separates itself from the more consumer-first options is admin policy control. This is the kind of platform where an organization can enforce mandatory 2FA, lock down sharing behavior, and generally keep file access on a short leash. This matters a lot when multiple people are collaborating and you need consistent rules, so not everyone just does whatever. And then there's the thing that's honestly pretty slick for client work, Tresorit Engage. It's basically encrypted data rooms. Think secure client portals with branded templates and granular permissions, so you can share and collect sensitive documents in a controlled space, not a pile of one-off links scattered across email threads. So yeah, the verdict for Tresorit: if you're a solo user who just wants cheap storage, you might not need this level of governance. But if you're dealing with clients, regulated data, or you want collaboration with serious guardrails, Tresorit is the grown-up pick. And if that's your lane, the link in the description has the latest deal. And as for my Total Drive review, my take here is that this is the simple, wallet-friendly option. It's for individuals and small teams who want basic secure cloud storage without an entire privacy ecosystem and without the enterprise admin dashboard from hell. The main hook here is value. Total Drive pushes an unlimited storage angle for around the kind of yearly money people already pay for capped mainstream plans. And it bundles extra stuff like an antivirus and an ad blocker. For normal users who just want one subscription that covers storage and basic protection, that's a genuinely attractive combo, especially if you grab it through the discount link, because the pricing does move around a lot. The experience is also non-dramatic. The UI is minimal, intuitive, and doesn't bury what you need under 20 advanced features. You log in, you see your files, you upload, you share, done. And on mobile, it's surprisingly practical. The apps are lightweight, you can set up auto photo and video backups, syncing is smooth, and you can keep files available offline, which is perfect if you're phone first and you just want to set it and forget it backup later across devices. So yeah, the verdict for Total Drive: if you're a privacy maximalist or you want enterprise compliance controls, this probably isn't your pick. But if your goal is a lot of storage, simple experience, good mobile backups, and solid value, Total Drive fits the bill. If that sounds like you, make sure you use the link in the description to get the current discount for Total Drive. So that's the real breakdown. All four hit the security baseline, but they win for totally different people. If you want the best cloud storage, the easiest way to choose is to match it with your lifestyle. Privacy ecosystem, max privacy architecture, professional client work, or lowest price. And if you want the best deal on any of them, check the links in the description. Prices do move around a lot, so those links are always the most up to date. Thanks for watching. See you next time.